In back there. We're going to be going live with Tosh the Drummer, amazing young drummer out of the LA area. Tosh has been all around the world. I think he's been in 30 countries at least playing drums. That's pretty rad. So yeah, if you guys have questions for Tosh, let me know. Susan is right there. She's like our questions person. So yeah, let's go with Tosh and see what he's up to.
Hey,
What's
how's
up?
it going?
How's it going, dude?
Dude, great. How are you?
Good. Isn't this crazy? Have you done one of these before?
Yeah, I just did one yesterday, and I kind of like tried it out, and it was like kind of weird to get the feel for it, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. It's a good way to reach out when you can't reach out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's sick.
totally,
Yeah. So
totally.
tell us about your journey. How'd you become a drummer? I know you have a musical family, but how'd that start, man?
So when I was younger, I mean, my dad still plays drums, and he's a drummer. But when I was younger, like he was playing all the time and stuff, playing shows all the time, and it was just I was just really inspired by it, and always wanted to play drums. And I don't actually remember starting though, to tell you the truth. I was like 2 years old, and he just was like, I was always doing it. Hang on, let me move this fan real quick. All right, cool. Yeah, so I just kind of always did it because it was like the coolest thing to me.
So you were that kid in the background, always like helping your dad out with the drums and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, totally, totally. I was like, we have like tons of pictures of me just like sitting behind him, or like even just at his gigs and stuff. And
That's
yeah.
sick, man. Yeah, you play so hard. You have such a cool style. How'd that style come about? Does your dad play like that, or what's your inspirations behind the drums, man?
Sick, yeah. It's actually really funny because I didn't even realize that he played like that because I haven't like seen him play a show in so long since I was like a baby, so I don't actually remember it. And
Right.
I just kind of like play how I would want to watch someone play.
Yeah.
And and then I find these fucking pictures of my dad wearing plaid pants and no shirt and just like beating the shit out of the drums, and I'm like, I totally stole my dad's style, but.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've always just kind of played however I want to watch someone play. Whatever I want to see someone do, I try to do, you
Yeah,
know?
that's awesome, man. So I read you've been in over 30 countries playing drums. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's some of the highlights from your career so far? You're only like 19, right?
Yeah, yeah. I turned 19 last month.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. What do you say some of the highlights for you have been?
Man, some of the highlights, like, there's been so many crazy things that, like, I have to, like, stop myself and, like, be like, this is real. This isn't just a
Yeah,
dream. This is a real thing.
yeah,
I mean, just, like, I guess, like, right off the bat, like, when I was first touring, just being able to, like I brought my grandma out, she came out to visit me in like a few different countries, but like on my first like big tour, and she was like saw me play in Serbia for like 20,000 people, and I was just like, I remember that was just like such a highlight because she was standing on the side of the stage, and I just kept looking over, and just like it was the coolest thing. I was like, are you seeing this shit? Like,
yeah.
uh, that was pretty cool. I mean, like just everything's been so crazy. Like getting to play on Kelly and Ryan, and then getting to meet so many cool people. Like just like we've done shows with a ton of bands that I love and a ton of like
Yeah.
cool drummers and stuff. And I don't know, just getting to meet everyone and see all these different countries and stuff. And
It's
I don't know.
awesome, man. You got to take it all in. I mean, it could all end like tomorrow, right? So you never know, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. I was like really thinking about that a lot because the coronavirus, like I can't really tour right now. And
Yeah.
I was like, last year I was gone for, I think we like added up to like 10 months of the year. And
Wow. That's
so,
nuts, man.
yeah, it was pretty crazy. So like, I didn't really get to think about how lucky I was like last year because I was just gone. It was just like, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about when my next flight is.
Right. Right.
So I'm like, so this whole year I've been like, I've gotten to do some really cool shit. That's really fun.
Right.
Like,
It's cool.
uh,
What's some of the craziest fan things you've seen? Like, I like, do fans like come up to you all the time? Tosh, Tosh. You ever get that?
I mean, I get that in certain countries. Like I played for Mario Biondi in Italy, and that was like a pretty big deal tour. So
Right.
I would like, whenever we're in Italy, like I can like wherever I go, someone will remember me from that tour or like the song that I played on. Anywhere we go, like especially in Italy, is like I can pretty much hear that the song that I played on for him on there, like on the radio, and like whether it's like Starbucks or anywhere, you know. I would say like the craziest fan things though are like we'll have like fans come up and have us like autograph their arm or something, and then they'll get it tattooed on them.
That is so crazy. That's
right.
So weird. Yeah.
It was like it's like the craziest thing ever. The first time I had it happen, I thought it was a joke. I was like, okay, cool, I'll sign your arm, you know.
Yeah.
And then it was on a UK tour, and you know the UK is pretty small. You can get to each city. So this girl was coming to like a bunch of the shows. So she did that one night. The next night, she had it all wrapped up and had it tattooed on.
Whoa, that's so crazy.
It was the craziest thing ever.
You're like, let me get a better signature next time.
Yeah, I was like, I could have done a better job. Everyone's all doing their nice signatures, and I just went in block letters and wrote Tosh on her arm.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah.
So, I mean, I write like a 5-year-old, so she kind of like, has to live with that on her arm now.
Awesome. What are your inspirations in drumming, man? Who do you look to now or in the past that you've kind of maybe picked some parts from and then applied it to what you do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously my dad a lot, but then like I would say Thomas Pridgeon is probably one of my biggest inspirations. I took lessons with him for like I think 4 or 5 years, and
that's amazing.
Yeah, he's a incredible drummer and a great dude, and so I would say he's always going to be like one of my favorites. Other than him, lately I've been listening to Boots Green a lot, who plays with Jay-Z and stuff. So he's like insane, and I don't know. I'm really into drummers who have like their own style like that. You know, like Boots really stands out to me because it's like there's not a lot of other drummers that play like him. Yeah. And so I'm really into drummers like that have a unique style, and it's not necessarily just about like all the sick chops they can do, even though they can do a lot of sick chops, but it's like it's also just about like the way they play, you know?
Yeah. How many projects have you done, or like what's the current project you're in right now, man? Are you kind of in between stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still playing with Carly Hansen and Bryce Vine both. I also I have my own band, Pink Penthouse. And then,
that's an awesome name. I love that.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Those are just like 3 of my best friends from growing up, like forever. And so we have that, and we just have 1 song released right now. But
that's cool.
I'm also in a project called Bexley with 2 other good friends of mine, and we play a lot. We have a few songs out, and but before that, you know, I played with Mario Biondi and Nick West, or some people that I've toured with. I played with Emblem 3. I did a music video with them, and I've done a lot of recording stuff with like Vonalea was a cool one, B Slade, a lot of different recordings and stuff, you know, and
that's sick, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Where can people find your music, or what do you recommend them to hear you, or Facebook channel or YouTube, or?
I started posting some videos on YouTube from some tour dates from last year. My dad, whenever he's out with me, like films the entire show.
Your dad is like all pro, man. I gotta admit it. Like he's all there.
It's insane, dude. He'll be like right behind my riser, getting all these angles and stuff. Like we did the observatory in Santa Ana, and that was like the hometown show on one of our tours that we did last year. And I was so pumped. I like invited all my friends and stuff. Everyone was there, and I was like, Dad, yeah, are you psyched to see the show? And he wasn't even like concerned about the show. He was concerned about where he was going to stand to get the best angle to film me.
That's cool. It's nice to have your dad in the corner, man. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. And he drum checks for me a lot of the time, so it's great.
That's sick. Can you show us some drum gear that you got behind you? Do you mind showing us?
Yeah, of course. So this is my setup right now. I got a Love custom drum kit. I got this PvP rack tom over here. I've been like, you know, with the quarantine, it's really easy to get super experimental and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, So this is an aluminum drum set from Love Custom Drums.
It looks dope, man.
Yeah, dude, it's so sick. It's a 26-inch bass drum, 12-inch rack tom, 14-inch floor tom, and a 16-inch floor tom.
That's sick.
And then I'm playing this Diamond Drumco snare. Have you heard of those guys?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. He makes some incredible drums, and like this snare I've used on so much different shit, and because you know you can tune it up or you can tune it down, it doesn't really matter. It's just like a great sounding snare.
I'll have to try. What kind of cymbals you rocking? It looks like some K's and all kinds of stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, So actually, funny story is I usually play a custom hi-hats,
Right.
like when I tour, because I do a lot of like the trap rolls and stuff like that, like,
Right.
um, but I was playing these Ks just like to practice on at home, like these K lights, and then they broke, and I like them better like this, like with this broken sound. It sounds so sick and trashy. I
Yeah.
was like, should I replace them right now? And I was like, well, we're in quarantine, so I don't really want to deal with that. And I was like,
Yeah.
they sound even better like this. They're fucking rad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
I'm playing this K. What's this called? Hang on.
That's a like a special drum
Special
mic.
dried. Yeah, the trash crash.
Yeah. That's
Special
sick.
dried crash. And then over here I got a K Light Ride, the 24, uh, and then
Okay.
the 20-inch Crash of Doom.
The Crash of Doom's amazing. That is such a badass symbol. It's so cool.
Dude, I love it, man. I use it for so much shit because it's really nice live because I can like ride on it and
Yeah.
it's not too piercing.
Yeah.
It's like a nice in between.
I was going to ask for young drummers coming up, man. What do you recommend for practice and like just getting your name out? If you can kind of go over that for young drummers.
Yeah, so practicing, just do it a lot. I
Yeah.
do it all day long. I mean, obviously, not everyone is lucky enough to have a drum room in their garage, but
Yeah.
so just practice as much as you can. But I'm always like, if I'm on the road and I can't practice, like I'm always thinking about drums. I'm always like watching videos of other drummers and just like
Yeah.
really like easy ways to practice without even playing drums are like you can listen to a song and just think of like how's he hitting that kick drum, like how's he making it sound like that, how does his snare sound like that. I'll do that all the time, like listening to old like James Taylor with Steve Gadd on drums and stuff, and like
Steve Gadd's so amazing. Yeah.
dude, it's crazy. Did you see the video Zildjian just posted of him?
I got to check it out. I haven't seen it yet.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
man.
so rad. It's from like Zildjian Day 1984, and he's just like, it's so dope. I don't know, he's crazy. But yeah, so just practicing a lot, getting like, I think establishing a warm-up routine that you do every day is pretty good. Like I think that's a good idea
For
because
sure.
it even if it's not like the most difficult thing in the world, it should be something that gets you moving and gets you like, everyone should have their own warm-up routine. It's not like the same thing will work for everyone, but I think you should figure out like what type of rudiments and what type of stuff moving around the kit you should do, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I think something like that's a good way to get your day started, and especially having a routine is really nice because it keeps it all together.
Yeah, it's nice to be locked in immediately with what you're doing. Like you're playing drums, so you lock in your mind, and that's cool. What do you recommend for like getting your name out? Because you have quite a big following. Just getting bands to sign you and be with bands. What do you recommend? Like being professional, or how do you get involved with higher end bands?
Yeah. So really, honestly, the most important thing is having your own style, having a style that people like and want, because there are a lot of gigs where you'll get hired to sit with a black shirt and hide in the back, but I've never really done any of those. I'm when I get hired, they hire me to show up and hit really hard and wear no shirt and swing my arms and jump up
Yeah.
and down and stuff. Like.
Yeah.
But not everyone should play like that. I'm just saying you should have a style that's yours and you kind of stick to it and you're not all over the place. It's good to like have something that's you. So when people see you play, they know it's you. I think that's pretty important. As for like getting people to see that style, I would suggest just like, honestly, how I started was posting videos on Instagram. And
Your Instagram's crazy. It's like everything is a video. There's like one or two photos. I was trying to find photos of you. I'm like, it's all video. It's crazy.
dude, literally, it's funny because I have like so many. I'll like go through and like get all these pictures from like these photographers and stuff, and then I'll hang them up on my wall. Like I've been doing like this type of thing where like
Oh, look at you. That's nice.
or check that one out over there. That's kind of cool. But
That is cool. Yeah.
but honestly, like I don't. Yeah, Ellie took those. Ellie's on here. She's my photographer on the road sometimes.
Okay.
But she like I just don't post a lot of pictures. I just like to post videos of me playing drums because I post what I would want to see, and I only want to see drum videos.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I guess I just started posting videos, and how I got like on tour with like Nick West was my first touring gig when I turned 16.
Right.
And it was because I was posting videos of me playing her songs and being like, hey, check me out. It wasn't like it was just that was just someone who hit me up. It was like I was a big fan of hers,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
so
Isn't that
I was
great when
just
that happens?
yeah, dude, it's crazy. I just remember like I got a DM one day and she was like, "Hi, I'm Nick West's manager. Can you send me a video of you playing along to this?" And I was like, "That's weird. Maybe she wants to make a video, you know?" And
Yeah.
I sent it, and they're like, "Cool, we're having auditions on April 6th." And I was like, "That's my birthday. Perfect." And
That's
so
sick.
I turned, yeah.